The learning target we're going to look at is I can match a graph to the situation it describes. So in the first example, we have three scenarios and visually, so three graphs, and then we have three written descriptions of what's happening. So let's take a look at each of these, and then we're going to match the description to the graph. So it says that Dexter began running fast from school, but he got tired from running, so he slowed down before he got home. Once at home, he realized that he forgot his math book at school. Dexter then started running fast back to school, but slowed down as he got tired again. All right, so Dexter starts out running fast and then slows down as he's running. Okay, so if he's starting out running fast, that means he's going to have like a sharp decrease in terms of the distance because he's making ground quickly. Okay, but then it says that he slows down before he gets home. So right here, this leveling off here would indicate that Dexter is getting slower. Okay, because I have more of a gradual slope here. Here it's nice and steep. I'm running really, really fast, and now I'm slowing down. And then same thing when Dexter stops at home and then returns to school. He starts off running back quickly. Okay, so he's making a lot of ground here. Okay, but then at the end, it flattens out. He slows down once again. So Dexter would match to choice E. Okay. Now, James, this second point here, James likes to take it easy, always walking at a constant rate of speed. Okay, so he's walking at a constant rate. Okay, if we have a constant rate, there's no variation of speed. I'm going the same, so I'm not going to have any curve to my graph. Okay, I'm going to have a straight line whenever they talk about having a constant rate. I know that I'm going to have that straight line. It's going to be linear. Okay, a constant speed means I have a linear function. If I have something that's changing, I'm going to have a nonlinear function, which would be either quadratic or exponential. So James walked home from school to pick up his chess set and then walked back to school. He kept a constant pace the entire time. So he went from school to home, walked the same pace, and then home back to school, walked the same pace. There was no variation there. So James would match here to letter C, which would mean that Travis should match with D, but let's just look to see why that is. It says Travis and his soccer team. Let me go grab my pointer here. Okay, Travis and his soccer team took a jog during practice today. They started at school and ran towards Travis's house. Starting off fast, so they start off pretty fast. They slow down as they approach his house. Okay, so they're slowing down, and once there, the team turned around to jog back to school. So at first they start jogging pretty slow, and then they jog a lot faster. So that's the difference here between D and E. See how right here, this is that slow part. I'm just kind of gradually making progress back, where here, Dexter had started running fast to begin with and then leveled out and got slower. So that's the difference in those two graphs there. So Travis is going to match to choice D. All right, so now you could go ahead and pause and try this one on your own and come back and check your answer. I have three graphs again, three scenarios. So let's go walk through these three to check our answers. So Hannah started walking slowly from school towards home, but quickened her pace along the way. When she got home, Hannah turned around and began walking at a constant rate back to school to meet her friend at practice. Okay, so right away, a word that sticks out to me is that constant rate. So since I know that she's walking at a constant rate back to school, I know that either F or G is going to be a solution for me because that constant means I'm going to have that straight line. I'm not changing my speed at all. So let's look at the beginning. It says that she starts walking slowly and then quickens her pace. Well, if I look here, this looks like it's going rather quickly here, and then I'm slowing. Where here I'm slowing first and then I'm getting faster. So Hannah is going to match choice G because she starts off slow and then picks up the pace and gets faster. Okay, now Joey is a sprinter on his school's track team, and during today's practice, Joey ran really fast towards home, but then slowed his pace as he went. Once he got home, Joey began walking back to school at a constant rate. So again, I have this constant rate here. That would mean that F would need to be my answer because I have this constant, this linear, this line here for that second part of the graph. So he started off sprinting, he's going really, really fast, and then he slows down, and then he walks back at a steady rate. So Joey's going to go ahead and match up with choice F, which means that Angel should be choice H. But let's take a look at Y. Okay, so Angel started walking to school. So he's walking slow, 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 but then he started running because he was late. However, once he got there, he realized it was Saturday. Angel then started walking slowly back, but then increased his pace to see his favorite Saturday morning TV show. Another way that you could have narrowed this down is notice here that we start at home and we're walking to school. So my initial point where I'm starting on my graph is different than the other two. The other two, we start at school and we walk towards home. This would be my home here on that graph. Here I'm going the other direction. All right, so if you need more information on this topic, you can check out the Learning Target spreadsheet for additional resources, videos, or practice.